Okay folks, in this clip we're going to talk about how to sell a screenplay. Alright, so what do you need first? Well, you need a script. And you don't need just any script, you need a good script. It can't just be one of those high concept, crazy ideas that when you finally flip through the pages ends up falling flat in its face. It can't be merely an idea, it has to be much more than that. It has to have substance. Because you're not selling an idea, you're actually selling the screenplay itself. It is the movie on the page. So you first and foremost have to have a good script. That is by far the most important thing. Next, in an ideal world, what you need is an agent. Because in order to sell a script to a major Hollywood studio, you have to have representation of some kind. Either that, or you have to be one of the studio executives yourself, who happens to also be incredibly talented and a writer on the side, which I don't think ever happens. So you need to have representation of some kind. So how do you get an agent? Well, you're going to have to work your way up the rung on that one as well. You're going to have to start submitting your screenplay to different agencies, preferably ones that are a little bit more accomplished, but at the end of the day, you're probably going to have to go through some of the lower level boutique, type agencies to get your foot in the door. Get someone to represent you. That is the next step. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be an agent, as long as it's someone who can vouch for you at the table with these suits, who are going to ultimately decide whether they want to pay you for it or not. That's really all you need, is just an in, a foot in the door. Your brother happens to be, a senior executive over at Paramount, and he can, get you in a room with so-and-so. That would be another way to do it. Basically, figure out some way to have someone come in and submit it with you. So at this stage in the game, in order for you to sell your script, you first have to own the rights. Now, this is something you should probably take care of even before you start submitting it to agencies. You're going to want to register your script with the Writers Guild of America, the WGA, and you can do this by using their website. Just look them up online, and if you go to their website, they can walk you through step-by-step how to electronically register your script. Get the confirmation number from them, which they will then email to you immediately after you pay the one-time registration fee, and you're good. You're in their database. You are registered and covered as far as they're concerned. Another thing you might want to do is get your script copyrighted. Write to the Copyright Office of America and submit your script to the library there and get your official copyright certificate back, which usually would take a little bit longer since you have to do it via paper mail, and it will take a good 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even a month or two before you get any written proof back, but it also is good coverage. So get your work protected so you then own the rights and you then can sell those rights away to someone else. And the last way to sell your script is really do some research on what type of production companies, studios, agencies, whatever, are looking for. What type of company does the type of movie or produces the types of movies that your script falls in line with. If your script is a horror film, then look for the production companies that specialize in horror films. If it's a kind of a quirky romantic comedy or a artistic dramedy, look for the companies or studios that in the past have a great deal of experience producing, marketing, and distributing these types of films. If you do your homework in that regard, you'll find that the actual selling process is a lot easier because the people will be more inclined to listen to you in the first place because, this is the type of work that they do, type of work that they're known for. So if you do all your right homework, find a way to get in the room via your agent or someone that you know, and you have a good script to begin with, you will be well on your way to selling your screenplay.